What's up, guys? It's your boy Isaac. Welcome to Mabuki Cast. Today we got my boy Blake here, and we're gonna be asking each other some questions about Star Wars Episodes 4 and 5. All right. First up, how are you doing today?
I'm good.
Oh, that is pretty good.
I have a question too to ask.
Oh, yeah, you can ask.
How are you today?
Oh, well, thank you. I'm actually pretty good too.
Oh, that's good.
Yes. Why do you think the X-Wings go from like completely horizontal to like that X shape when they're attacking?
If you think about it, when they shoot, they have a wider spread of the lasers and are more likely to make contact when firing. If their projectiles are more spread out.
Wait, that's actually genius.
On God.
On Ohio? Okay. No, actually, I believe it's your turn to ask a question.
Oh.
Yeah.
On the topic of technology, what do you say how hyperdrive works?
I think basically I think that they have like this special kind of energy source, and it's like just pure energy basically, and they shoot it out of their thrusters, and they go past the stars, and they go that so super fast.
Would you say that's a technology that we will be able to achieve someday?
No.
Okay.
Another question.
Okay.
Actually,
you do have another question.
How do you think the lightsabers work?
Well, it's pretty obvious. So basically, they hit the button.
Okay.
They hit the button. I believe they hit a button, and then it goes out of the handle and then stops.
Really? Wait, but like, what is the energy source?
I believe it's known as light energy.
Oh, like, you think it takes like light from outside and like amplifies it somehow?
Didn't
or
say
like
that.
a super strong flashlight?
No, I think it probably uses like 4 AA's or more. Because I had a lightsaber. I got one for like Christmas like a few years back, and it used 4 AA's.
Oh no, I think it would use more AA's because it's stronger. It actually cuts some stuff.
The real movie ones probably use more because they actually work.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, okay. Now you ask me one.
Oh, okay. This one will be about technology as well, because we're on that topic.
Yeah, okay.
It's brewing. The question is brewing. This is gonna...
Well, that's okay. We can just remove the stutters.
Yeah. We gotta remove all that nonsense. Oh! Blasters! So the lightsabers have lasers, but they don't shoot out. They stay. But the blasters have lasers, but they shoot out.
Okay, yeah. I think that, like, the blasters... So, light travels, like, really fast?
Yeah.
I think the blasters, maybe they're, like, a stronger form of light that goes out further, but then the lightsabers are, like, kind of a little bit weaker, so they don't go out, and they can kind of, like, stay in one place.
Okay.
How do you think about how R2-D2 can project the holograms?
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, but, like, how? Like, what do you think are the inner workings of it? Like,
I believe...
Like, why would he have that in him?
To relay messages.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's what it was in the first place.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Yeah, goodness gracious. So now that we're on the topic of AI.
No, we're just doing technology, Blake.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, forgot.
Stop that.
No.
Oh.
Pal.
Hold on.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so technology.
If you don't have a question, I have a couple.
Oh, you do? Hold on. I'll come up with one. So, Star Wars is about stars and wars. What does it even have to do with technology?
What are you talking about? I think maybe we should cut that one out.
I think so, too.
Do you want me to ask a question?
Oh, yeah. Go on ahead.
Okay. Well, how do you think you were there when they watched the probe droid, right?
No.
Like the black ball thingy?
Oh, yeah.
That was on Hoth?
Yes.
Yeah, how do you think it stays up in the air? How do you think it stays flying?
I think it uses.
Because we don't see any fire from jets or anything.
Correct. Now that I think about it, I doubt it uses magnet.
Well, yeah, that would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, no, unless Hoth was a magnet, and it was using.
Planets have magnets on them.
Well,
that's how compasses work.
Okay. I would say it uses invisible thrusters.
What?
I would say it uses invisible thrusters. Or the Force.
What do you mean by invisible thrusters?
Or the Force.
How would the robot use the Force?
Same way the Darth Vader does.
I mean, I guess I never say that they can't do that.
Actually, it does. Trick question.
Where? I didn't even ask the question. Okay, well, I got another one.
All right.
You know the big four-legged AT-ATs?
Yes.
Yeah, why don't you think they didn't realize that they could just, trip up the legs?
They didn't think they were that smart? Ingenious?
Oh. But, still, they could put, lasers something on them, right?
Yeah, they did.
No, on the legs. They could put lasers on the legs.
Why would they do that?
To protect them.
But that would be too expensive.
From being tripped. Oh, right, because they just spent all that money on the Death Star.
Exactly. They're on budget.
I forgot. Yeah. Do you have a question, or I have one more?
Give me a moment.
All right. Oh boy, I can't wait to go get myself a drink.
Really?
Yeah.
So, how exactly does the technology portrayed in episodes 4 and 5 of Star Wars compare to our current understanding of futuristic technology?
Well, we see a lot of, sleek white surfaces, which is what we think that they're going to use in the future, because it's, more sterile.
Ah.
Yeah, and well, they use a lot of space travel, and they go really fast, and we want to be able to do that. So that's basically our goal is what they got already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got another question.
Yeah, okay.
So, what advancements in special effects and practical effects were necessary to bring the technology of Star Wars universe to life on screen in the 1970s and 80s?
Oh, well, see, I imagine that was actually really hard for them to make the thrusters on the ships.
Mm.
You know, because the ships are just models. They don't have actual thrusters in them. They're just like little mini, like inch-long models.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I feel that they had to sort of create their own way of doing that in order to show that there was fire on the thrusters.
Mm. Mm.
And I also feel that was probably really hard to get the lasers of the lightsabers to move along with the hilt of the lightsaber, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I do have a question here. What real-world technologies served as inspiration for the various gadgets and devices seen throughout the original trilogy, and how have they influenced our own technological development?
Oh, well, a lot of World War II guns were used as the basis for a lot of the blasters in Star Wars.
That's right.
So, I feel that, well, yeah, they just, they did that.
Nice.
And can you repeat the other part of the question?
How have they influenced our own technological development?
Well, let's just say that they have influenced their own technological development by influencing our development technologically.
All right.
Because of kind of going for more sleeker designs with the, how like Teslas are like kind of sleek and stuff, and they're like smooth except for the Cybertruck. Yeah, like that. Like that's like how the spaceships look on the inside.
Okay.
And like the PlayStation 5s are sleek and white and black, like the insides of the ships in there.
Okay. Yeah.
I actually have a question for you.
Okay.
What purpose do you feel that Darth Vader's suit serves?
I feel it serves as a kind of life support for him.
Yeah, like a walk-in life support, kind of?
Pretty much. Like it's like an iron lung, but you can just walk around in it.
Oh, Iron Lung, like that game.
Yeah. The one that with the water and the fishies.
Yeah, with the water's like red and blood.
Yep.
Why do you think he breathes like that? Like,
I think it's assisted breathing.
Oh, like assisted aiming in Fortnite, kind of.
Oh, yeah.
Because those two things are just as important.
Yeah. Speaking of which, wasn't Darth Vader in Star Wars?
Yes, he was in Star Wars, Blake. Very good.
And I have a question here.
Yes?
How does the technology portrayed in Episode 4 and 5, such as hyperdrive travel and holographic communication, compare to the technological advancements we've seen in subsequent Star Wars films? Never mind, because we're not supposed to do that. So...
Yeah, we haven't watched... I don't know what...
Yeah,
Subsequent
subsequent films am I talking about?
Those aren't even real. Dude.
Yeah. I only heard of 4 and 5. Why would they have a 1, 2, or a 1 or a 3 or a 6 or a okay.
All right, yeah, basically.
What are some of the key technological advancements introduced in Episode 4 and 5, and how do they shape the narrative and universe of Star Wars?
Well, we see that they have invented fast forms of space travel. So, of course, that's influenced the narrative, since being able to travel throughout space would be important while trying to escape people that own all of space.
Yeah.
And holographic messages are just a convenient way to show people your expressions and movements and voice while talking to them.
So it's like an
or trying to send a
emoji.
message.
It's an emoji, but real, not emoji.
No, but it's 3D, so it's more like an emote for it.
They have 3D emojis with the new Face ID.
No, but did that first.
What's that?
Fortnite did that first.
3D emojis.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did. Like, it's like emotes.
Oh,
Because, like,
you're right.
Emojis don't have full bodies, but Fortnite does.
Holographic what was it called again?
Holograms?
Holographic what?
Holographic communication?
It's actually holographic communication. Yeah, and I have another question here for you.
Yeah, what's up?
So, how does the design and functionality of spacecraft like the Millennium Falcon and the TIE fighters in Episode 4 and 5 reflect technological capabilities and limitations of the Galactic Empire and Rebel Alliance?
Oh, well, as we see we can see the insides of both devices, and the insides of the TIE fighters are, well, you can't really see much in them, and it just kind of looks, it's a fine life support. It, like the design is cannon fodder. And they also only have 2 guns, where the X-Wing kind of goes into that X, which would make it, parts of it thinner and harder to hit. And they can also see all around them instead of having 2 big wings blocking their view. And it looks like it's more taken care of, kind of. Yeah.
I do have another question.
Yeah.
So what role do droids like R2-D2 and C-3PO...
We're not doing AI. We're still not doing AI, bud.
I didn't say AI.
Oh, I'm sorry.
God. I'm gonna restart now. What role do droids like R2... Alright, hush up, Buttercup. Okay. What role do droids like R2-D2 and C-3PO play in advancing the plot and showcasing technological diversity of the Star Wars universe in Episodes 4 and 5?
Oh, well, C-3PO is like a kind of translator, and he helps convince Luke and Uncle Owen to pick C-3PO out of all the other droids. I mean, R2-D2 out of all the other droids. And then R2-D2, he uses his little doodad thingy to open doors and stuff. And like puts it in there, and then it opens after he spins it around a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
He's like the hacker man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like in the kind of like how you can hack stuff in Fortnite if you think about it.
All right, that's really cool. Now how do iconic gadgets and weapons like lightsabers and blasters in Episodes 4 and 5 contribute to the world building and technological mythology of Star Wars?
Well, technological mythology. Well, we hear Obi-Wan call the lightsabers, like a civilized, a more elegant weapon. Mm-hmm. So it's like from a more civilized era. So it's like it's old, but it's a lot better than the blasters,
Mm-hmm.
because the blasters are kind of clunky and they don't always hit where you're aiming. But the lightsaber, as long as you swing it in the right direction, it'll hit it. Yeah, and like sword fights are more like fencing and stuff would be more elegant than shooting each other, you know?
Gotcha.
Right.
Now, what are some examples of innovative or unique technologies introduced in episodes 4 and 5 that have become iconic within the Star Wars fandom?
Well, one of them that was introduced in episode 5 was that ice cream maker that guy was holding.
Oh, Mr. Ronald.
Yeah, Mr. Ronald. Some others are the Star Destroyers.
I don't think that was his name.
That's not what I actually don't know if it was his name or not. But, like, you know, the big Star Destroyers?
Yeah.
And the Death.
Mr.
Obviously, the lightsabers, which were, by the way, featured in Fortnite.
So were the blasters. So were the blasters.
The blasters were too, yeah. The E11 blasters.
Yep. And the Force. You can't forget the Force.
Yeah, but the Force isn't technology.
Oh, yeah.
Yup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
Darn it. Shucks.
Now, how does the portrayal of droid technology, particularly in terms of artificial intelligence... Sorry. I'm going to move on to another question here.
Yeah, you are.
What insights do the various technological settings and environments, such as the Rebel base on Hoth or the Imperial installations, provide into the technological infrastructure and capabilities of the Galactic Empire and Rebel Alliance in episodes 4 and 5?
You're going to have to find a different way to know what you just said.
Alright. I'm going to read it again. What insights do the various technological settings and environments, such as the Rebel base on Hoth or the Imperial installations, provide into the technological infrastructure and capabilities of the Galactic Empire and Rebel Alliance in episodes 4 and 5?
Well, would you look at the time? I'm sorry, but...
Alright, I'm just going to do a different question.
Get out of here.
Alright, now how do the tech... Do you have a question? Is that what you were about to do?
Oh, yeah, wait, hold on, yeah.
Okay.
No, I do have a question, actually. The question was... Why do you think Darth Vader's TIE Fighter looks different than all the other?
I wasn't there for that.
Oh.
Never saw Darth Vader's TIE Fighter.
Oh, well, it's kind of the same
if you wanted to,
if
you wanted to, you could provide an image.
If you wanted to, you could look up an image.
Or you could use the example known as the Star Destroyer that Darth Vader is in, that he rides, is a super one.
Idea. Why does you think it looks different from the rest?
Because...
And why do you think it's a super Star Destroyer instead of just a normal one?
Because he's higher social rank, so he gets the better super Star Destroyer.
Oh, his social credit is up by 18%.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I get it now. Yeah. Pretty much,
yeah.
Yup.
So, alright.
Alright.
In what ways does the portrayal of futuristic technology in episodes 4 and 5 of Star Wars serve as a reflection or commentary on contemporary technology?
Please find other questions.
Okay. So, how do the various forms of transportation in episodes 4 and 5, such as land speeders, starships, and walkers, contribute to the overall landscape, technology-wise, of Star Wars?
That's a good question. Well, as we see land speeders, they can fly and go faster than walkers. But this is just because they're meant to get a great distance really quickly, as opposed to fighting. Because, they don't have any guns on them. But the walkers, however, they walk around, they're all clunky, but they're really armored. Like in episode 5, they said that the hold was too strong for their lasers.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like they sacrificed that motion for more like protection and weapon capabilities.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, what are some examples of advanced medical technology or cybernetic enhancements seen in episode 4 and 5, such as the robotic hand that Luke got at the end of episode 5?
Well, yeah, we see those. Darth Vader's a cyborg, and clearly they make it so that Luke can feel with his robot hand, which is far beyond current technological capabilities.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I have to say.
Oh, okay. All right. So, you have a question or no?
No, I'm all good.
Oh, you're all good? Okay.
Yeah.
So, how So, how does the concept of the Force intersect with technology in episodes 4 and 5, particularly in terms of Jedi training and the use of lightsabers?
Well, as we see, the Force is kind of like the nature part of the nature versus machines, and we see Luke use the Force while he's training with that droid that shoots him but doesn't kill him. It just like kind of zaps him a little bit while he's trying to learn how to deflect lasers with the lightsaber. You know?
I wasn't there for that.
Oh, well, that is what happened.
That's very cool. Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, so what do we got here? What role do planetary environments such as the desert world of Tatooine or the icy landscape of Hoth play in shaping the technological adaptations and survival strategies of characters in episode 4 and 5?
Dude, I don't fucking know.
So on Tatooine it's hot, so they stay cold. And on Hoth it's cold, so they stay warm.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, wait, I didn't know that because I wasn't there for the Hoth parts.
Oh yeah. I kind of want to watch the Star Warses.
On God, you should.
On God.
On God.
Dang.
Yeah, man.
Oh, look at this. How do the various forms of droid technology depicted in episodes 4 and 5, from astromechs to protocol droids, reflect different societal needs and functions?
Well, the astromechs are used more as maintenance droids, I think. Like they put them in the X-Wings and they're there doing little repairs on the ship and making sure that everything's running good. Mm-hmm. And the protocol droids are for well, they're for communication. You know, they're fluent in a lot of languages, and they just kind of walk around and they look more human. You know. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
How do the technological capabilities of characters like Darth Vader and Emperor Palpatine influence the power dynamics conflicts with the Galactic Empire in episodes 4 and 5?
Well, they have a very totalitarian kind of rule.
There's no way you understood that question.
I don't know. I didn't. I actually have a question.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, this one isn't really technology related, but do you remember towards the start of episode 4 when Carpenter showed us that one stormtrooper that went up into the Millennium Falcon?
When who showed us?
We're not doing the project anymore, Blake.
Oh, yeah, I knew that.
So do you remember stormtrooper like TK-421? He went up onto the Millennium Falcon.
Millennium Falcon.
Like when they went into the Death Star for the first time.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you feel about the fact that he was having an affair with Grand Moff Tarkin? How do you feel about that, Blake?
Well, I feel pretty... I don't know if I know how I feel about that. Who's Grand Moff Tarkin?
You know the guy that dresses in gray and he walks around with Darth Vader?
No.
Here, I'll send you a picture of him real quick.
Okay, do you think it'll ring a bell?
Yeah, probably. Here, hold on. Okay, I'm sending the picture now. Oh, wait, hold on.
Okay.
Okay, it's sending.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, that guy. That guy.
I was picturing in my head a gray Star Wars, or a gray Darth Vader.
No, he's like that guy. He's all dressed in gray and he has gray hair.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Yeah.
Would you look at the time? It's almost Fortnite o'clock.
It is.
I'll slime you later, my Jawas. Yeah. Okay, is that it?
Wait, we gotta say it together. I'll slime you later, my Jawas.
My Jawas.